It's nice to talk about, Buddhist philosophy and, being sort of driven by that, but it's better if you have a really clear understanding. And one of my favorites is the concept of interbeing, as explained by Thich Nhat Hanh, great Buddhist philosopher, who's coming at the end of his life now. But the idea that you are not separate from anything, that you are interbeing, not simply with each other, but with the world around you. You are interbeing with the cloud. You are interbeing with the earth, right? And it's not simply like a high-minded philosophy about like the way things could be or should be, but actually a physical reality. That the idea that you were separate is the illusion, but we all are living together as one mega macro organism, and that we've developed this self, this thing to navigate our environment, but it's an illusion. We're like fingers on the same hand, thinking we're individual and separate when really we're very connected. And that is ultimately where science and Buddhism dovetail, and they kind of converge on this. And most of science says that we are networked somehow. We don't really understand it yet, but we are networked. I mean, that's what Buddhists call big mind, right? That we have shared information, shared ideas. And then I think that is a very real thing, and that we need to honor that, not simply in our day-to-day personal lives, but in the larger macro scale lives, in the way we design our economies, the way we design our civilizations, our communities, that we need to recognize that we're all connected. That when you see that person who's suffering, it's kind of like your arm is suffering. If your arm's on fire, you are impacted by it. I'm saying that that person who's suffering is no different. They're a part of you that's suffering. And we sort of intuitively feel this. We live with it every day. We've just grown accustomed to it. And I'm saying that if we free ourselves from that, that's when we'll see all of humanity self-actualize. When we could free ourselves from the day-to-day suffering of economic inequality. Right? And that's ultimately the bodhisattva vow, right? To free everyone from suffering. And so this is my way of honoring that. I don't want to do it simply in a philosophical way by spreading information, but I want to do it in a direct, practical way by developing tools and applications that help free people from suffering. That's my vow, and that's Anatha's vow. And we've built our entire organization around that central premise. So again, it's nice to talk about Buddhist practice or any spiritual practice. It's more important to live it. And it's more important to show it in your actions and in the way you design your companies and the way, indeed, you design your whole life. And that's when you look at Anatha and the way we do the things we do, you'll see that it's present in all of our design.